foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Hakodash.
Hakodash.
Double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone and citations to the elect. We're brothers of Great Millstone, Miami. I know the lighting ain't so great, but yeah, man. We just got together, man. The spirit is on us to do a video. As you see the title, all right, it's going down. Okay, it's going down. We're at the end of the world. It's clear to see. Everybody should know if you ain't been living underneath a rock. You had the what's going on with Microsoft. A system failure all across the world of these major internet platforms and things of that nature. Airplanes are basically grounded. Okay, certain websites and internet servers are not working properly. Even me at work today, in my field that I work in, I remember getting off early. I don't know if I told you that, but yeah, we had to leave early because the system that we used to do business basically failed. Yeah, because all that was going on. Besides that, you have what's going on with Donald Trump. He had just got shot at, an assassination attempt. Okay, so it's all types of things going on in the world, All right, we're at the end. It's clear to see, man. So yeah, man, that's just what we're gonna follow through on, man. In this video, man. Just continue to blow the trumpet as the Lord hath commanded us. You got something, brother? Bring out what you got, brother. Lord willing, this video is edifying.
So 2 Timothy 3 verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we're in those times, man. Okay, perilous times, man. The last days.
Yep.
Okay, evil times. All right, that's where we are at the end of the world. Okay, all right. What does the word perilous mean? It means savage.
Right.
Okay, it means hard to undertake, hard to do. That's where we're at.
Right.
Okay, we're not going back to the 2016 days and the 2015 days when motherfuckers was hitting the folks.
Right.
Okay, trying to hit the quan and do the stinky leg.
Right.
Okay, that's not the time we in. We're in a time of shit hitting the fan. Jacob's trouble. Okay, that's where we are, man. All right, as is prophesied in the scriptures. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Flights being canceled.
Internet, websites down. I remember even earlier today, trying to call different brothers and, trying to call different family members. Phone lines was acting up. Phone was just hanging up, brothers that, do play video games or whatever. Online streaming that was acting up, so this is a global situation, man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And if the internet goes down, something like leave the world behind scenario, that can lead to a whole cascade of events, man. And so you see, in the times that we're living in, it's like things are all happening all at one time. Okay. This disaster upon that calamity, left and right. Why? Because we're at the end of the world. All right. The scriptures talk about, matter of fact, I'm gonna get that in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter.
This is worldwide.
Yeah, 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra 16, and man, I'm gonna start here at verse 37. Okay, it says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son. Within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb. With which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side." Okay, so that's where we are, man. Plague upon plague, disaster upon disaster, bad news upon bad news, calamity upon calamity. Okay, if it ain't one thing, it's the next, or all at the same time. The same way it is when a woman is with child, contraction after contraction, and the sooner it is, or closer it is for the baby to be delivered, the more contractions there are, the more painful, the more severe they are, the longer lasting they are, okay, and the more frequent they are, back to back, until it's time for that baby to be pushed forth, man. And so that's where we are in the world, man. Calamity upon calamity, disaster upon disaster. Okay, things are not going back. The plagues draw nigh and are not slack. The plagues are not returning back again. Okay, it's nothing but full steam ahead from here on out. Okay, we've seen what happened recently with Donald Trump. We've seen talks about Joe Biden. Okay, himself, potentially dropping out of the race for presidency for a second term. Okay, we see what's going on with these different so-called IT outages and things of that nature. Some people think it's a cyber attack. Some people say it's not. Okay, but regardless of that, shit is hitting the fan.
Right.
Okay. All right. Anything can go down at this point. And that's what we have to be on already. We have to be on our watch. We have to be anticipating the Lord to come back. Okay. We have to be anticipating, hey, man, any day now, something could happen to where this financial system is out the window. Okay. And then they're going to start rolling out the new financial system, which is going to lead to the mark of the beast. Okay. That's where we are, man. Things are getting ready to move a whole lot faster than they already have been. Okay. What you got, bro?
Matthew 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. Right? People going against people, rich against the poor, all right? The right against the left,
yeah.
Democrats against the Republicans, and then, just people against each other, nations against nations, people against people, famines. That's happening. Okay, earthquakes in diverse places. It's happening in this lifetime.
Yes.
Just keep reading.
Yes.
It says,
they talk about civil war.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about straight up civil war in the United States, man. Yeah. More people are disillusioned with the government. People are with this election. Everybody's just like, fuck it. I'm not rooting for either side.
They're on edge.
On edge. Yeah. People acting weird. People in traffic cutting you off. Yeah. It's just people been bugging out. You notice it, huh, bro?
Yeah, bro. They spraying chemtrails like more than ever.
Yeah, bro. Everybody want an issue, bro. Mm-hmm. Everybody's on edge. Violence is increasing. That's why it's important to just, be in and out in a lot of cases with just in this world. Don't get too familiar with people. Right. Be as peaceable as you possibly can and be in and out, man, because everybody looking to draw blood, over the slightest thing, man, which the scriptures talk about perilous times and the love of many shall wax cold. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. That's the time period we're living in. You still have people in Houston without electricity.
That's crazy, yeah.
Thousands of people.
Yeah, they just had that storm. Mm-hmm. It's coming. It's back to back so much now that you can't even really keep track of everything that's going on. We just had that storm. Then the whole assassination attempt on Donald Trump.
Yep.
Then the freaking Joe Biden. It's being talked about him stepping down out of the race. Now we got a whole worldwide IT outage going on.
Yep.
Like, wow.
Right.
And then that's besides the ridiculous heat.
Oh yeah.
This heat is my goodness. Mm-hmm. Which that's what prophesied in the scriptures: the Lord pouring out a vial upon the sun, and it shall scorch men with fervent heat. That's in the book of Revelation, the 16th chapter, man. All type of wildfires, inflation is happening. You got that, brother?
Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Revelation chapter 16, verse 8. And the fourth angel poured out his vial upon the sun, and power was given unto him to scorch men with fire.
Yeah.
And men were scorched with great heat, and blasphemed the name of God, which have power over these plagues, and they repented not to give him glory.
There you go. There you go. So why is this happening? This is record-breaking temperatures, heat advisory. The reason why is because the Lord is plaguing the earth, man.
Right.
Judgment is going forth. That's the times we're living in. That's why we have to be in order. That's why we got to tighten up. We got to be in prayer more. We got to be reading and studying all these things that have been told to us for years as a body. We're doubling down on these things, man, because we know that the Lord is nigh, man. Something's getting ready to happen. Okay? They talking about bird flu. That's another thing. They talking about bird flu, yo. That could be the next pandemic. They've already, certain rumors are out there about how they've already developed a vaccine.
Wow.
For the bird flu.
Tweakers.
Wow. That's where we are, man. You had record-breaking flooding over there in Dubai.
Oh,
not too long ago.
Yep.
You have what's going on in Haiti. You have what's going on at the border. You have droughts in South America, droughts in the Middle East, droughts in Asia, rivers across the world, lakes drying up. Which that can affect trade. That's where we are with it right now, man. War is on the horizon. They talk about the draft. 18 to what, 24? A draft. Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Amos. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 24. But let judgment run down as waters and righteousness as a mighty stream.
There you go. Judgment running down as waters. Okay? So when you go to a waterfall like Niagara Falls, right, you see all that water continually coming. Okay? Non-stop. If you try to stand under it, you'll be drowned out. You'll be overwhelmed. You'll be covered and surrounded by water. Okay? All right? So that's how it is now, man. In these times, as far as judgment is concerned, the judgment is going to overtake the planet Earth, man. It's not going to be no escape. It's not going to be, I'm going to go fly to this country and escape, or because I live in the suburbs or out in the field or out in off the grid or in a rural area, I'm okay. No. That's not what it is. Judgment is getting ready to happen. The Lord is judging the inhabitants of the earth for their sins. So there is no escape.
Right. Because last month was what? Pride month.
Yeah. Yep.
And the Lord had it where the hurricane Burr was brewing.
Right.
And soon after Pride month,
judgment.
Judgment.
Right. Facts. Yep. And then that even like going back to what? May, April, it was record-breaking rain. Flood, like record-breaking flooding, especially down here in South Florida.
Yep.
The streets were flooded. It was just rain after day, rain. You go to sleep, it's raining. You wake up, it's raining. You go on to work, it's raining. You get off work, it's raining. You driving through the streets, you see the puddles. You know what I'm saying? A little wave.
Gotta drive slow because you don't want the water to mess up your car.
Exactly, man. Man, okay? So that's where we are, man. The Lord is not playing. He's not playing, man. Okay? You have more on that?
There's another scripture for you. Zephaniah 3 verse 5, the just Lord Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doeth he bring his judgment to light.
Right. Every morning he bringeth his judgment to light. So here we are in the last days, right? At this point, anticipating waking up in the morning and then the world is changing. Because is that not what it was about 4 years ago? You heard rumors of this, that happening. Then we woke up one morning and it was like, look, you got to put the mask on, stand feet 6 feet apart. It's a lockdown. Overnight, damn near, the world changed. Right? So that's where we are with it. We're at the point in time right now where at any moment, you could be at work. You could be, in the bed, laying down. Going to the store and shit getting ready to hit the fan. Shit just hit the fan. Some shit just happened. You know,
Yep.
that's what basically happened today. I was at work, brothers. You know that work have seen. You know, in certain environments, you know, certain systems have been down, and you know things were a little haywire. You know, right at work. You know, at work doing a gig. You know, getting your hustle on. Oh, everybody, y'all gotta go home because the system's down. Go home, have a nice weekend. That's what the manager came out of nowhere and said.
Yeah.
We was all doing our work. We in it, you know what I'm saying? We doing what we gotta do, trying to, you know, make the quota, everything. Manager walked out. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody go home. System's out. Go home, have a nice weekend. Bye. Just like that. Bye. Go. The system's down. We don't know what's going on. Go. That's what it is right now, yo. That's where we're at. We're on an any day basis, man. That's why, like, you know, hey, man, all of you that's been playing around with the word of Yahweh Shem Shai, that's been playing around with the ministry, that's been here for gimmicks, you know, and we don't look, man. We're not saying these things just to say them to sound deep or to sound critical. Look, man, if you don't turn from that fuck shit, you're gonna get dealt with harshly by Yahweh Shem Shai because your mind is not in the right place. Judgment is getting ready to happen. So if your ass is not in line with the will of Yahweh Shem Shai, you will get got out there, man. Okay? You will get got. Okay? So that's why, the scriptures talk about standing upon our watch, making sure that we watch and keep our garments lest we walk naked and they see our shame, man. You know? Hey, this is Matthew chapter 24. Or matter of fact, not even. Luke 21. You want to get it?
I'll get it for you.
Go ahead. You know, because the scriptures talk about perplexity and distress of nations and the sea and the waves roaring, man. We're at a time right now where, hey, man, people are getting ready to bug out on a high level, man. You know, because of all the calamities that's taking place on the earth and that are going to increase in the earth. Okay, you got it?
Yep. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 25. Mm-hmm. And there shall be signs in the sun,
right,
and in the moon.
Right. This record-breaking heat is a sign in the sun. Mm-hmm. Okay, because that's what's releasing the radiation and the energy that's causing the earth to heat up how it is. So there's that. Then in the moon, all right, we've heard about lunar eclipses and solar eclipses. And in the stars, we're looking out into the heavens, we're seeing chariots and all these things. Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead.
And in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations.
Right.
With perplexity.
Distress of nations with perplexity. People don't know what to do. They're at their wits' end. When you go into those words, perplexity, distress of nations, calamity, chaos, fear, panic, that's what it is. That's what we see in the earth. Okay, a sense of uncertainty, a sense of people are on edge, people are dissatisfied, things are chaotic, things are not as people think they ought to be. That's where we are.
Right.
Okay.
It says the sea and the waves roaring.
Right. Well, it's part of that perplexity. What happened with Donald Trump? Mm-hmm. Okay, what's happening? Just the general state of America. They're calling it the divided states of America. That's the stress of nations. Right. Divided states. The United. It's more divided than it's ever been. But people are so divided and just so disillusioned with what's going on in the world. They don't even want to vote no more. They're like, fuck it. We just hey, man, through. Fuck it. I'm done. All right. You know, with the whole IT outage and all of that, that's the stress of nations, man. New signs, other strange wonders the Lord is working in the earth as we speak. Okay?
Quick precept, 2 Esdras 15, verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
God, right. All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So if you haven't been seeking Yahweh Shem Shai, you know, and putting your best foot forward to serve the Lord, you're gonna get got. Okay, you will die a horrible death. Okay.
Yep. This Luke 21 verse 26. Men's hearts failing them for fear.
Men's hearts failing them for fear. So people are losing hope. Okay. They're disillusioned. They're dismayed. Why? Because of the things that's happening in the earth. Okay, go ahead.
And for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
There you go, man. So people are looking at the things that are going upon the earth, that are going on, and they are in a state of panic. They're in a state of distress. They're in a state of hopelessness. Why are they in a state of hopelessness? Because they hope in the things of this world, the fashion of this world. Okay?
Right.
The continuance of this society. That's their hope. But when they see that these things, these institutions, and this way of life is being compromised, and it's being exposed to be a failure, okay, all right, it's not working, then what are they gonna think? Oh man, it's over. And they're gonna start panicking because they don't have hope in the Lord. They're not looking forward to Yahweh Shai coming back and the kingdom of heaven, and they're not looking forward to righteousness. Even if they complain about certain things, you know, that goes on. Like you have some people that'll be like, oh, well, the way the earth is being dealt with by the elites is wrong. They're causing too much pollution that needs to change. But they still don't have a mind towards Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and the new heavens and the new earth. And they're not looking at it like, okay, you know, they might have an opinion on one thing that might be so-called right, or they might have a point. But then on a whole nother topic concerning the scriptures, they have no judgment. You know, they might be like, oh, well, the earth needs to be taken care of properly. The way the elites are ruling the earth right now is wrong, but they'll still be pro-abortion. They'll still be pro-LGBT. They'll still be pro these things, which means they don't have a mind towards you. They don't have the mind of the Lord. They're just activists. All right, that's all they are. Okay, so these people don't have a hope in the Lord. They don't have a hope for a kingdom wherein dwelleth righteousness and a new heavens and a new earth truly properly being run by the laws and statutes of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They trust in Egypt. They trust in their own might. They think that they're going to be the ones to change it. So you know what's going to happen? Shit's going to hit the fan, and the Lord's going to give them over to their father.
Yep.
The Lord's going to let them take matters into their own hands, and that's how a lot of these people out here are going to die to death. They're going to start trying to revolutionize. The scriptures prophesy that in 2nd Ezra 15 chapter, and 2nd Ezra 9, and Matthew 24 and Luke 21. The scriptures talk about how people will begin to rise up against their government, okay? How the course of their actions shall stand in their power and all of these things. The Bible talks about these things, okay? So people are going to start rising up against their government, rising up against their politicians, rising up against the status quo. Why? Because they're so disillusioned with what's going on that they're going to rebel. And talks of that are already happening all over the globe. There's been many polls and studies, surveys done of the average citizen, and the more and more as the years go by, people are beginning to develop and live by this sentiment that we have to rise against not we, but they have to rise up against their government. That's the sentiment that's out there. Okay? All right? And that's not just here in America, that's all over the world. All over the world. Okay, by and large, all over the world, everybody's feeling that. So guess what? It's going to break out into all-out chaos, and the Lord's going to allow these people to do that, and a lot of them are going to die as a result. Okay? All right, that's part of the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because, again, these people don't have a mind towards the Lord. They don't have a mind towards the kingdom of heaven. They're not looking forward to Yahweh Shai coming back. So the Lord's going to let them take matters into their own hands. Simple as that. They're going to take matters into their own hands, and it's going to lead to a very, very bloody end for the majority of the people living on the earth. Okay?
Order out of chaos.
Yeah. Yep. Right.
You know?
Yep.
The 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse start at 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy,
Yeah.
which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Yeah. Yep. And that's what we see, man. All right. The words of prophecy coming to pass. And guess what? Can't nobody say, none of these other religions have anything to say about what's going on the earth.
Nope.
We can go to the Bible about these things. We can't go to the Egyptian writings and their hieroglyphics, you know, and their you know, carvings, and read about what's happening in the world right now and link it up to any prophecies or any wise sayings or proverbs they had. No,
Not even the Quran.
not the Quran, not the Egyptian writings, not the Enuma Elish, not the Hinduism, not Buddhism. Christianity ain't saying shit, even though they claim to believe in the Bible. They're not talking about these prophecies. They don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay? All right? Not Shintoism, not Scientology. None of that shit has anything to say but the Holy Scriptures of the Lord. That's what has something to say. That is what's taking place in the earth. But everybody want to act like, oh, you know, these things are happening and we have no idea what's going on. Wars and rumors of wars. Who said that? Yeah, how about Shimei Awashai?
That's right.
Earthquakes in diverse places. Where is that from?
Bible.
The Bible. Upwards of the people. Where is that talked about?
The Bible.
The Bible. Nation shall rise against nation. Where is that talking about?
The little book.
The Bible. Period. That's where it's at.
Yep.
This is where it's at. Okay? It's nowhere else. The treasure is here. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. This right here. This. But everybody want to act like, oh, you know, it's so crazy these things are happening. The government, you know, what are they doing? It's the elites. No, it's the politicians. Oh, no, we have to do something. Nigga, the world is coming to an end.
Yeah. Yeah.
The world is coming to an end. It's over. Okay? This world, this age is coming to an end. Period. There's no, if we vote and we have to, you know, get together. Bullshit. Okay?
Right.
All right?
You're supposed to vote.
No, that's not it. All right? If we just spread the information and, you know, foster more peace, diplomatic talk, and, you know, we have to make the people aware and get with your neighbors and start farming in your backyards and get seeds.
Vain.
Bullshit. Okay? That's not going to work. All right? This world is coming to an end. It's over. It's over with. Okay? All roads lead to New Jerusalem coming down from God, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
That's right.
Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. That's it. Go ahead, bro.
2nd Ezra 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Right? The end of this age. All right? Esau is Edom, the Edomites, the wicked, and they're ruling. But the Lord is going to bring them out of power. Who's going to reign? Yahushua and the Israelites.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Facts, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Hey, man, this is a Revelation. Matter of fact, get Revelation 11.
Yes, sir.
The nations were angry and thy wrath has come.
This is Revelation 11, verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come.
Right. So, hey, man, we're in a time where the nations are angry. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed. That's why they rage, because they know ultimately that this world is coming to an end. This system is going bye-bye. Okay? And China ain't got next, Russia ain't got next. The elites know, all right, that as they try to bring in this new system, it's going to break out into all-out chaos. Yep. They're not looking forward to that. Okay? They're not looking forward to that. They don't want that to happen. So they're looking at it like, oh, well, if we bring this new system, it'll be the Band-Aid on an open wound. It'll help fix the problem, and then everything will be okay, and we'll have complete control. That's not how it's going down. What's going down, which they know that in their mind that it's a possibility, when really it's a fact, that World War III is going to break out. Okay? As they're bringing this system to pass, World War III is going to break out.
Yep.
Okay? And the Eastern nations, Russia, China, Iran, and those Eastern nations, along with the remnants of NATO and the EU, are going to coalesce into a conglomerate, a confederacy against Babylon the Great, and shoot nuclear missiles over here and wipe this place off the map. But they don't want that to happen. And guess what? America's going to have troops in these other countries, and they're going to be firing their weapons back. Mm-hmm. It's going to be mutually assured destruction. Okay? All right? And so the nations are going to be furious that this whole plan, to fight over a world system on an earth that doesn't belong to them blew up in their face.
Yep.
Literally blew up in their face. Literally, explosions went off and people died by the millions and billions.
Yep.
Okay? Shattering any hope of superpower, this, and he's gone. Okay? Done. All right? And in the midst of all that chaos, Yahushua is going to come and reign. He's going to come and bring judgment.
Yeah.
Which that destruction is part of his judgment. He going to add more destruction on top of it.
Yep.
And deliver his elect, and he's going to reign. The kingdom's going to be delivered to him and the elect. So that's why the nations are going to be angry. Mm-hmm. Okay?
It says, and thy wrath is come in the time of the dead.
Yeah.
That they should be judged.
Yeah, the dead are the other nations, the other heathen nations. Who beginning with who? Amalek.
Right.
Okay. All right. Which is the those people. All right. Mm-hmm. The wish you was Judah people.
Right.
The wish you were lawyer people. Okay. The wish you were the people. All right. I'll leave it at that.
Right.
All right. That's one nation that's angry. What's another nation? Edom. All right. He big mad. That whole nation big mad. Okay. Amalek is part of Edom.
Moab mad. Moab proud too.
Moab tweaking. He stay tweaking.
Right.
Okay. All right. Ammon. Ham, Ishmael, and Aram, and and Ashur. Mad, bugging out, man. All right. Those are the dead. The other nations are the dead. Why? Because the Lord did not give them the way of life. All right. The way of life was entrusted to the Israelites. That's why we received the law, statutes, and commandments. That's why we received of the Holy Spirit. Why? Because that is the way of life. The spirit of life was given and promised to the Lord's people. Yeah. All these other nations are living death styles. That's why the earth is filled with violence and corruption and death and evil and betrayal. Okay? Because they live death styles. They worship idols. They're about them. They're not about the way of the Lord. Even though what they're doing is ultimately falling within the will of the Lord, the Lord hath orchestrated it, but ultimately the way of life has not been given unto them. It was only entrusted to the Israelites and Yahushua. Yep. And so right now what's happening is that the Lord has this theater, this theater of life, this theater of empires and kingdoms playing out on earth, living or playing out in the way of death. This is what disobedience, this is what the Lord not giving you the way of life, you not operating in the spirit of the Lord. This is what it leads to: chaos and violence, bloody murder, deception, deceit, wickedness.
Right.
All right. And the end of that is calamity and death, judgment. That's what that's gonna get you. If you not within the line, if you're not operating within the scope and the wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shai, it's gonna lead to death.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening in the earth. This big old theater. The Lord is letting it play out. Okay? So the other nations are the dead. Their time now is to be judged. Why? For their wickedness. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
It says, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets.
Right, boom, reward to thy servants the prophets. So it's gonna culminate in complete destruction. Granted, not everybody's gonna die, because in the kingdom the Israelites need servants and slaves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who are the Israelites? Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are biblical Israelites. Okay, and we also have our people who are scattered across the four corners of the globe. There is an elect from among that seed that will be delivered. Okay, some of them will be prophets. Mm-hmm. Some of them will be teachers. Okay, some of them will be evangelists, bishops, elders. Okay, helps. And some of them will just be believers. Men and women, children who believe, old and young, however that plays out, the Lord knoweth. But they will be rewarded with the kingdom. They will be rewarded with salvation, because they will endure to the end through the faith and spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. So the other nations are going to receive their judgment of condemnation, of desolation, of destruction of their kingdoms, and the elect of the nation of Israel will be delivered and exalted, okay, and come down and rule on the earth. That's how this is playing out. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
Quick precept. Ecclesiasticus 36, verse 16, reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the Lord's is gonna reward them, okay, that wait for the Lord. All right. And you know, that's part of the ultimate lesson too, that there is a reward for waiting on the Lord. Mm-hmm. There's a reward for trusting in the Lord. There's a reward for being obedient to the Lord, for fearing the Lord. Okay, verily there is a reward for the righteous, and that's one of the reasons why the world has gone so far left, is because they don't believe that. They believe it's vain to serve the Most High. They believe it's vain to fear the Lord. Okay, because they see righteous people suffer and they see wicked people prosper, so they're like, oh, what profit is there to serve God? I'm gonna do me. That's what they think. This is my time. I'm going to do me. I got to leave my stamp in the world. And I'm going to do it by whatever means necessary. That's why you got to die to death. Yep. That's why the Lord going to exalt the righteous, those that wait for him. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Lamentations chapter 3, verse... Lamentations 3, Verse 24, Yahweh is my portion, saith my soul, therefore will I hope in him. Yahweh is good unto them that wait for him, to the soul that seeketh him. It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of Yahweh.
Right, so those that seek the Lord, that hope in the Lord, that are patient toward the Most High, they will be exalted. They will receive the salvation. Okay? And that patience will be tried. Of course, there's going to be persecution. We read about the beheadings, all of that. All that stuff is going to happen. Why the persecution? Because Esau is mad. He's big mad. Satan cometh down to thee having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. No. Mm-hmm. No. It's all falling apart. I gotta kill everybody. The elect, they have to go. They have to go. I gotta kill them all. Yahweh Shai is stronger than death.
That's right.
He's a God of the living, not a God of the dead.
Preach.
You understand?
Yeah.
He already done abolished death through Yahweh Shai's sacrifice. That's done. That's already been finished. It's already been spirits from before the foundation of the world that were chosen to be saved.
Yep.
So it don't matter, bruh. It don't matter.
Overcome.
The dead will be raised because the will of the Lord is going to come to pass.
That's right.
Period. Go ahead.
Revelation 11, verse 18. And to the saints and them that fear thy name, small and great.
Right. So the reward's going to be given to the prophets and to the saints and to those that fear thy name, both small and great. Okay. Go ahead.
And shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
And shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Who is the one in charge of the earth right now? The earth has been given to the hand of the wicked. Who is the wicked?
Esau.
Esau is the wicked, Malachi chapter 1. The border of wickedness is the nation of Edom. Everywhere you have gone since you've come back into power, you have polluted with violence and evil. That's your history.
Yep.
That's your history. That's racist. They're hateful. Oh my God. That's racist. That's hateful. No, that's history. What do you want me to say? You taught me this in elementary school. I learned in elementary school when white people were going around, so-called white because you're Edomites, were going around the world. I learned this when I was learning my ABCs that y'all went around the world and slaughtered people wholesale by the millions.
That's what they taught us.
That's what they taught us.
Yeah.
You got documentaries on it. You got books on it. What are you telling me? You published this information.
Right.
You've overthrown countries and cultures wholesale for generations and reaped the benefits.
Willie Lynch
letter, deforestation, and Jim Crow
laws.
I mean, come on. The animal's not even safe.
Nope.
The animal's not even the deers, the buffalo can't just be the buffalo can't just be like, ooh, that's some grass. He can't even do that. He can't do that. The bees can't be just like, oh, I'm a bee, buzz, oh, that's a flower pollinate. They can't do that anymore. No. The birds can't be like, oh, wow, I'm gonna flap my wings and fly. No, they can't do that anymore. A fish can't be like, ooh, and I like this water right here, I'm swimming in. Ooh, I'm just swimming.
Right.
They can't do that no more. Nope. What they gotta do, the bird gotta be flying, and then it gotta be a radioactive signal in the air that make them fall out of the sky. The bees, they looking for a flower, they can't find it. Why? Because Esau done cut them all down. There's chemicals in the water, there's chemicals in the air. The fish, he can't just swim. The water's so toxic, he gotta beach himself. Fuck it. The buffalo can't just graze. He can't just graze on the get. No. They gotta be slaughtered to near extinction. Why? Because of you, Esau. It's you. Chemtrails. It's your people that's been doing that. Who been doing it? It's you.
Forever Chemicals.
Forever Chemicals. Radiation. It's you. It's your people. Ever since your people came into power, that's when this started happening. We can trace this back in history. Oh, but all the nations have had a part in this. Who are they following after? Who are they following after? They following after you.
Yep. Esau.
Oh, there's pollution in other nations. Who's running those corporations that's causing the pollution? Esau. Why are they letting these corporations be built? These markets for exotic beasts and to go and deforest. Who's at the head of these industries? Esau.
You got lands named after him.
Come on.
Asia.
It's you.
Yeah.
You've been destroying the earth and you've led the earth. You've led the people in the earth in that direction. So now you have to be judged.
Yeah.
Because you've mismanaged the earth. This is your history. That's racist.
No.
No, that's your history. That's your history. Okay?
Right. You go on Google and type in how many times the American government
Broke a treaty.
broke the treaties with the Native Americans. It's like over 500, I believe. The American government, you know. But yeah, that's it on that. Bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you got any other precepts?
No.
Hey, man. Hey, Yahweh Shem Shai is on his way.
Yep.
You know, call all Yahweh Shem Shai, Bahashem HaKadosh. You know, Lord willing, this was edifying. It's going down. The Lord is coming quickly.
Yep.
You know, let's lock in. Yeah, man. We at the end, man. Call all Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, so with that, you know, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to the elect. Kwame Asherah.
Shalom.